Increase your subscribers and client base, HiddenHeartRadio.com is the platform for you. Take advantage of our March Madness sale. Get 60 commercial ads for $200. Advertise your brand. For all your advertising needs, from the pulse of the city, HiddenHeartRadio.com. For more information or to get involved, call 414-502-7808. That number again is 414-502-7808.
The METHOD Lab.
Welcome everybody to the Method Lab, to the METHOD Lab. Yes. Give you guys one of these. And a couple of those. And one more of those. Welcome to the show. We made it to Friday, the last day of the work week, right? Today is the day that everybody's been working towards, the weekend, the start of the weekend. And you chose to be here with us, so we appreciate it. Thank you. Call, text 414-502-9447. We are here at HiddenHeartRadio.com. We are the pulse of the city. We are also radio. You can hear or watch. Damn ads. Damn ads. And on that note, if you would like to run ads during our show, make sure you take advantage of these last few days of our March Madness sale where you get 60 commercial spots for $200. So make sure you call the number 414-502-7808 like you saw in the commercial. Make sure you call and let us know. I actually had a few people inquire today. I will be sending you guys emails here real soon with all of our promotional and material needs, marketing needs that we can meet for you. So make sure you do that. Make sure you bookmark HiddenHeartRadio.com on your home screen. That way you can get a direct link to the station. Or you can go to our Facebook page, and we have all the links that you need there as well. Make sure you hit the little bell so you get notifications every time we go live. Because we have a lot going on. Throughout the week. Monday through Friday, we have the Wake Your Ass Up show in the morning with Core DJ L.A., followed by the morning shift with Zaire. If you heard the conversation, he had actually his nephew with him in here today. Had a great conversation in regards to schools and just asking the young community, the young kids, the young people that are in our lives, hey, how are you doing? What are you doing? What's your experience? You know, those are all important questions that the answers are very key to understanding that generation that's coming after us. So make sure you tune in with Zaire because he always has the greatest interviews and topics going on here in the city. So make sure you tune in for that. And then after that, you're followed by us, the Method Lab, where we talk shit about shit, dealing with shit, going through shit, all about shit, random shit. And when shit hits the fan, you just need a little break. Well, we're here for that shit. So, Method Lab. Followed by Fire in the Streets with OG Gotti. If you want to listen to all of the latest, greatest independent artists locally and throughout the nation and world about, definitely that is a show for you. Make sure you tune in every single day, Monday through Friday, from 4 to 6. 4 to 6, yeah. So, on that note, thank you to everybody that tunes in, everybody that's here with us, everybody that follows and carries the conversation. I was actually jumped into the morning shift with Zaire and said what up to Amber and all of our listeners on that show. So for all of you guys that carry over to our show, we appreciate the love and support, and thank you. And join us in the messenger. Remember, again, next week, Tuesday, we will be giving away the Balanzi chain. Duhamel has currently taken my chain hostage. We seen him at the Bucks game yesterday, I believe, wearing the chain. He's become the local "Where in the world is Duhamel" with my chain. We gotta get a jingle going. Some might say we might have to do our own version of the Amber Alert and have Amber track him down. So somebody tag Amber. Vani, good afternoon, Vani. Yeah, Friday. Friday it is, indeed. And I will work on getting our intro up and running here in a bit. But
You know,
anything you want to add to?
real quick before we even jump into Friday, I'm understanding. It's to my understanding that we're going through a bit of a shakeup when it comes to news, breaking news. Man, you know, you got. Of course, we have legends of ours that are hanging up their boots and calling it quits,
Yes, and certain
and for respective reasons too.
artists that I have a fascination for
Notice how
are calling her
the camera
retirements.
is stuck
On
solely
me?
on Gio. Who is
Sorry, I'm over here
real
doing-
suave mente right now.
Besa
I'm
May.
just-
Besa May.
Um,
Sorry, I'm getting these gadgets together.
you know,
See, I got everything over here at my disposal now.
you remember how, and just in the subject of wrestling, it's just a really rough time to be a wrestler today. A long rival heel, also a legend, future Hall of Famer, respected sports entertainer by the name of Paul Levesque. Many know him as Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Triple H. The King of Kings.
Mister, when have you seen my dick, asshole?
Ah, yes. The man, the myth, the franchise, the COO, Trips. It's called it
The
quits.
chaperone.
The Chaperone.
The Chaperone.
That's a good one.
That's when he redeemed himself
that's-
as an actor.
That's one of his titles. That's
Yes.
one of his titles now, and respectfully, the King of Kings, the Game, the Chaperone, the head of the table, Triple H. He's hanging up his boots and his tights for good and for respect. He really is. The diamond of that business, truly is. And it was sad, you know, to hear about all the medical problems he was going through. It's like, man, we were that close to burying him and Razor Ramon together. You know, sad, but you know, all prayers go out to him, his family, his kids. He is alive. He is doing well. He was on SportsCenter today doing an interview with Stephen A. Smith, which I don't know why.
Why him? Why not the coach? Ain't the coach still at ESPN?
No.
No? See how far removed I am.
I would have had that interview with anyone else but Stephen A. Smith, but I understand because Stephen A. Smith is probably the longest tenured person there now. You know, everyone else has either moved on or passed away. So,
Jalen Rose.
nah, Jalen Rose is like, I would have gave it to Jalen Rose. I would have gave the interview to Jalen Rose personally. Kendrick Perkins second, but no. But also, on the other side of that spectrum, in the not so nice news, we have this petty news that comes through from another wrestler. This one was a wrestler that never quite got his career off the ground. Now, many may remember the name David Otunga. Some may not. Others may remember him from reality shows on VH1, you know, competing for a night in New York or a chance in New York. Others remember him from WWE. Most if not all, remember him as the fiance to Jennifer Hudson, or the ex-fiance to Jennifer Hudson. They have been engaged for 9 years.
God damn.
Yes, 9 years. And they've been separated for the past 3 or 4. Well, today, Jennifer Hudson's ex-fiance, David Otunga, has taken her engagement ring back and placed her ring on auction for $45,000.
Nice.
Now, I know a lot of y'all are wondering, or not even wondering, y'all just looking at it like, oh, broke ass. Well, I mean, he's no longer employed as a wrestler. He literally
He's a broke ass.
He's a broke ass. He was in WWE. He was known as the fiance to her. It didn't do much for his career. He wasn't really, I guess, he wasn't really like.
I'd be good being in the back.
But see,
For Jennifer Hudson?
Here's the thing. He had a degree to be a lawyer.
Oh.
But he wanted to be a wrestler. And I said, okay.
Be a wrestling lawyer.
Why not both? Like, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
why couldn't he do both?
a lawyer that represents wrestlers.
Like he could have. There's so much that could have been done. Yet he did not have the personality to do it. And as you see, they became parents.
Oh, did they?
Yep. He was an active wrestler. He was on commentary. He just never took off. He just didn't have the personality. He had the look of a wrestler, but just not the personality to take it any further than Jennifer Hudson's fiance. That was really it. That was the whole shtick. Jennifer Hudson's fiance. And it just showed. And now, it's done. Engagement has been off, and the ring is on the auction. You can get it, $45,000. And it just goes to show you, like, on the opposite ends of that spectrum, those who have it and those who don't. It can go either way. Either way. Sometimes, you got your roads paved with you to do what you do. But at the end of the day, you can't hide your fuckboy tendencies. You just can't hide it. You can't hide it. A person that's really built for that business is going to do that business and give their all. Someone who's obviously skilled in multiple things will always choose the path that gives them the most freedom, or at least gives them the most perks. And I can't think of somebody who has a law degree at a prestigious college and has notoriety for being on a reality show with a face you can't remember, and with the fiance who is an Oscar winner, a Grammy winner, a Tony winner, or Tony nominated,
and a Stone Cold Fox.
And your ideal situation is to be away from that 360 days a year. Huh? You have a family. Your wife has an amazing career. You have a chance at an amazing career. And you choose to be away from that. Why? The end's already met. It's not like you were the fucking tag team champ. It wasn't even like you got slammed by John Cena once. Once. You didn't even know your name. You got slammed by an invisible man. That's how bad it is.
Yes.
And that's as good as it got for you.
By a peacemaker.
By a peacemaker. It makes it so bad. So many people. There were people that came in with him that have surpassed him 10 years fold. Like literally, people that came in with him that have surpassed you and have Hall of Fame careers today. And we're still wondering, what the hell do you do? And you had a head start. I don't get that. I don't understand it. And apparently neither did Jennifer. So it is what it is. Much respect out to her. Much respect out to Trips. Much respect out to the family, the Levesque family, the Hudson family, everybody. And most importantly, as you can see, by me wearing this shirt here. As you see, I'm wearing the McTwindom LLC because it's a proper occasion. Today, I'm celebrating along with my family the birthday of my mom and my auntie. Two faces and heads of McTwindom LLC. Today they're celebrating their birthday in Vegas.
Oh.
So safe travels, safe time, safe partying, safe everything. I, for one, know what
And
it's
if
like.
you need us, we'll show up with the blicky.
For sure. I, for one, know what it's like party with them in Vegas. It's an amazing time. They're always alive for the party, and it's never a dull moment. So much respect to you guys. Be safe, travel well, take lots of pictures, have lots of fun, and we hope to see you guys soon enough. But happy birthday to my mom and to my aunt. Doing the thing. So without further ado, seeing as how this is a Friday of giving your roses, saying goodbyes, and celebrating achievements, accomplishments, milestones, and other years of success, I feel like it's a Friday we can start it off real right. By manifesting our own journey to Paris in 2024 to sit down and have crumpets with Idris Elba.
Oui, oui.
The cure of cancer.
Right. Here we go.
All right.
Yes.
Doing this with your hands makes sure and succeeds in getting you to Paris in 2024. Waving your wrists. Oh, man. You know, you were telling me that you caught on to a show, a new show, starring a actress that we both respect. Someone who's been doing it for a long time.
Doing it and doing it well.
But she's carrying a show called DMZ. I did see a trailer for this on HBO Max. At first I thought it was
It's like a
zombie
mini. It's like a
outbreak
mini
or some shit.
series.
Oh, so it's a mini series.
Like a mini series. It's more like what's that Tom Clancy game where it's like
Splinter Cell?
no, the other one, the one where it's like we were attacked, and now
Hello Neighbor.
huh?
Hello Neighbor.
Hello Neighbor, is it?
Oh.
I don't fucking know.
I'm just naming Tom
Homefront,
Clancy games.
Homefront, no, not Homefront.
Five Nights at Tom Cruise's house.
Something like yes, that one. That's exactly what it's called. But yeah, it's like I think I'm still fresh into it, but the premise is Britain attacks America and they take back. So it's a whole new America. It's a whole new map.
Motherfuckers.
So the DMZ zone is pretty much the demilitarized zone, and that is like kind of the battleground for that. That's where all the hood. That's the hood.
Okay.
So
Good
the
baby.
basis is she's a nurse. She's looking for a kid, and she finds her kid, and there's a whole bunch of gang shit going on. And they're trying to write like a new. They're trying to be added to the union as their own state, like the hood, where all the minorities and all the weirdos and all the different people live.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the basis of it so far. And it's her trying to find her kid. Her kid's like a fucking vigilante super killer, and he's his wrangler is his dad, played by not Andy Garcia. What's the name of that guy? He was in Law and Order, the Hispanic guy.
Jimmy Smits?
No, not him. The other one.
Oh, yeah.
The one that's from Blood In, Blood Out. I always forget his name.
Benjamin Bratt.
Benjamin Bratt.
That guy.
Yeah, with Benjamin Bratt looking like Mark Anthony.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a good actor. But he's in there. Like it's a very R-rated type of show. So it's I think it's a DC or it's like a DC spin-off story. So I don't know exactly who the superhero is yet.
So it doesn't yell out Vatos Locos forever.
No, it doesn't. No. But you can tell he started off with the tres puntos.
Ah.
And he's seen fucking George Lopez's brother-in-law get cracked over a fire hydrant.
Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense.
No, but it's a pretty decent show. Like I said, it's a mini, so I think it's 5 episodes, but each episode's an hour. So you get a good substance, a good story. It's entertaining. It's pretty dope. Man.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I actually want to check it out. I just haven't had a chance to. I know that I know people have talked about it and they've said that it's very entertaining. It's very interesting. I, for one, I dig Rosario Dawson a lot, and of course I'd give her a shot at carrying a film or even a miniseries like this. So I'm interested to see it. I'm interested to check it out.
The one thing I didn't like, it kind of carried over like all the other roles she's had in the DC universe or in the Marvel universe. Like when she was on what is that? Stinky White Girl show. It was on Netflix. What the hell is it called? Like the first series that they came out with. Jones? No. I forget what it's called. But then she branched off, and then she was in Daredevil as the love interest.
Oh, no. She was in Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. She was in Daredevil, too, though.
She was, you're talking about, she was in Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones, there you go.
Yeah.
Stinky White Girl.
I was like, Stinky White Girl. And I'm like, Amy Schumer? Like, what the fuck?
That's what I always thought, because she was a drug addict.
Well, you said Stinky
superhero.
White Girl. Of course, I was going to say Amy Schumer. It tells me nothing.
But yeah, she plays a very similar role. Well, she played a nurse in that too, so yeah, it's kind of, at first I thought it was like a carryover of that character, but it wasn't. Yeah. It's a recap of after she went and had some coffee with Luke Cage. Her world just kind of imploded.
Yeah, people love giving her coffee. Love to give her coffee. There's not a single person alive that wouldn't give that woman coffee.
Yeah.
But be that as it may.
Grind my own beans.
Yeah. But no, like she's that's awesome, and I really dig it for the fact that that's something that she gets to do. Plus, at the same time, people forget if that is related to DC, that's pretty cool because she gets to be in a DC miniseries, but also she's with Disney doing the Star Wars.
Marvel.
So that's gonna be pretty cool for her.
She's got checks coming from everywhere.
Franchises, man, that shit is just nothing to play with, man. When you got the money, you got the money. Mm-hmm. You gotta have fun with it, and that's 2 franchises to be connected to. I don't know. I'm definitely interested to check it out though. I think it'll be cool. I think it's nice to have a variety of things, especially like when you see properties getting bought up from Marvel and DC, and it's always superheroes, Cape Cows, and all that stuff. It's good to see some of those sub stories that aren't necessarily super, but more so kind of like the other guys in the background.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about the whole the Marvel Defenders thing on Netflix, because these were characters that were had a major following as far as cult wise. Like they had enough to be respected, but they weren't like major characters that were solving anything. Like they weren't defeating, or saving the world from with the Avengers and doing like Doctor Doom type shit. It wasn't nothing like that. It was they had their roles, they had their purposes to play, but for the most part, they stuck with the major stuff that was going on in the city. They were more so focused about the community and just things happening in their world, which I think is dope. And I think those are stories that you can really spend a lot of time really fleshing out and really drawing to, because there's so much inspiration in that. Like The Boys, because we have like the Avengers and Justice League, now we're able to go and say, well, what about these guys? These guys weren't super at all, but it was a great fucking story though. So now, you have that. You have that variety. You have Peacemaker. You have the Suicide Squad. You have, Moon Knight. You have all these fucking side character movies and series and things for villains and heroes that were pretty complex. They kind of rode both, and you can just storytell. That's what I like about it.
Yeah,
it's a good time, even though most people fucking hate superhero stories, but I don't care. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
So,
Gawa.
real quick, before we even jump into any videos or anything like that, what do you have planned for this weekend? What's on the agenda for this weekend? Damn, you had to really melt into the sea for that.
Shit, tomorrow night we're gonna be at the backyard with Eleazar spinning at the backyard, so we're gonna go over there and show some support for a little bit. After this, we're gonna be hanging out with the Geek Set guys over at their studio for a couple of hours. See what they're up to, see what we can work on. Outside of that, probably be here. I don't know. Probably grab the dog and just come hang out here tomorrow. Get some work in, edit some of this this footage from the taping we did the other day with Pulpa de Guayaba. So go ahead and check that out. Or work on that. Just miscellaneous shit. Nothing really on the books,
Okay.
Trying to make ends meet. You know how that goes.
You seem real enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
You kind of went into a whole...
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. What can I say? It's a lot of work. A lot of work. But we do it. That's what we're here for.
Grind your teeth when you did it. I saw the weirdest shit, though.
Son of a bitch.
I dove into more of that Miracle Worker show this morning. Holy shit. Two things that I've seen that I will never be able to unsee. Number one, I am very impressed with Daniel Radcliffe, a.k.a. Harry Potter. Very impressed with him, his acting capabilities. The guy is amazing. He does amazing work. I did not realize how funny he really is. I did not realize how truly funny this guy is and how truly in a box they have put him. Until I got to see some of Miracle Worker. And let me tell you, 3 seasons of this is enough to convince you why Harry Potter aka Daniel Radcliffe, is probably the next big star of like probably should be. Like he should be up there with Tom Holland and all of them. He's fucking crazy. Harry Potter is a good time with no alcohol required, but you may want to. Okay? I seen this guy on the Miracle Worker show do an episode where he's playing a reverend on the Oregon Trail, and he encounters a snake oil salesman that sells him a tonic that has him literally bouncing off the walls like it's acid. And he went full FX pose. Daniel Radcliffe went full Elton John. I lost my shit. I had never seen anything like that. I had never seen anyone commit to singing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" in that way. And when I say "coming around the mountain," I mean he meant every goddamn lyric in the damn song.
Vonnie said, "Did you see the video of him a while back of him rapping the alphabet?"
Oh yeah, I was impressed then, but I guarantee y'all ain't seen shit.
You ever seen him in that movie Glock Hands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen him in that the keto guns. I thought he was funny in that. I wasn't surprised by those movies. What I was surprised then were two films I saw him in. One was a serious one called Imperium, where he played an undercover officer in a skinhead organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal in that. And then the second one was one I saw called Horns.
I still haven't seen that.
Horns shocked the shit out of me because Horns was literally I can't even explain the premise, but a guy who is wrongly accused of killing his girlfriend goes through a phase where he's becoming a demon of sorts or something, and because he's becoming this specific creature, the closer he gets to it, the more and more people are revealing themselves around him. So when around him, their true nature comes out of who they are. So whatever bad shit is in their system, or whatever bad shit that they do, they can't help but act it out around them. He brings the truth out of people. So it's a dark comedy, and it is once again Harry Potter like you've never seen it before. But that's what you do when you have to be in roles as a kid, playing a world recognized character, and then you get typecast as that character for the rest of your life, unless you go completely left and do something that gets people to remember, well, that's a kid from Harry Potter, but oh shit, he's not a kid anymore. So it's different when you see Harry Potter, or the guy playing Harry Potter on Jimmy Kimmel rap the alphabet and do it well. Like, that's impressive, but that doesn't change anything. Still Harry Potter. Then you see him, grow horns out of his head, and people try to fuck on top of him while he's passed out in a dentist's office. Once again, it's the Harry Potter kid. But doesn't change anything. You're like, it's still magic. And then you see him play an undercover cop as a skinhead, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. He's going hard on the Jews. Let's back this up here. Wait a minute.
Where did we go wrong?
Wait a minute. Harry Potter got that thing on him. And we ain't talking sticks. Not those sticks. But your perception doesn't change. Then you see him play goofy roles, more comedy. And then you realize, holy shit, this guy is funny as shit. And then you stick him next to Steve Buscemi. You already know he's going to be the most handsome person in the room. But still, you You stick him with Steve Buscemi, who can be serious and funny at the same time. Now you have something. And boy, do they have it with this. This is some of the silliest shit I've ever seen in my life. But it's silly and satirical enough where I'm not sitting there saying, well, that's just stupid. I can sit back, laugh, and laugh at the total ludicrousness of the writing and everything. Like a chick that got kicked in the head by a donkey when she was young has her speaking in hashtags in the Old West. Because her brain is off. So she's like, hashtag Slay Bay. Like, what the fuck? It's like, what's wrong with her? Oh, she was kicked in the head by a mule when she was a baby. So it's just all these weird, insensical things. Too fucking hilarious. Too fucking hilarious. When they refer to, in the Dark Age season, when they refer to guys, a merry band of men hanging out in the forest, robbing people, and they're singing about how they rob from the rich and give to the poor. And what they're really doing is they robbing from the rich, and then they spend it on like snake oil and opium and all this other shit, and they get high and stoned. They never leave the forest because it's too baked. Totally realistic. Take those kind of liberties and say, let's make fun of some of this shit, but also let's be goofy about it. Let's have fun with it. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Like, when they sit there and say things like, your last name determines what you do. So, like, you know, fucking Giovanni, the blood quencher, you fucking warrior or some shit. Or Jessica the shit shoveler. Like, her name is Jessica Shit Shoveler.
Shit shoveler. Slob knobber.
She comes from many shit shovelers.
Slob knobber.
Or they got fucking Nicholas. They're like, what? It was like, Nicholas, you know, he comes from a long line of perverts. What is it that you're going to do, Nicholas? And he says, stuff, things. And when they finally see him do it, oh, God, Nicholas, no. I am who I am. Funny as shit. Funny shit. Totally funny. So, watch it. Like I said, I've seen him do things I have never seen him do. I've never seen him play a guy so gobbed up on snake oil that he completely RuPaul's the shit out of She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. And then there's like the performing of that shit. Holy shit. Totally a jaw-dropping experience. But it's him. It's him doing things that he would always love to do but couldn't do because he couldn't fuck up the check. And now here he is paid to be entertaining, and he's like, I'm going for the fences. I'm going for the wall. And then you got, like I said, you got Steve Buscemi, who just, you look at him and you're going to start laughing. It's just fucking hideous. It's ridiculous. And he knows it. That's what's funny. He knows it. So he's always doing things with his face. Like, even when he plays like a fucking bandit. Benny the Teen. Who the fuck would call him a teen? Like, are you serious? This shit's amazing. This shit is goofy as hell, but I love it. I actually find myself fascinated by it. And it's a short season, so it's like short. So I'm just like, every now and then I'll just turn to it and just watch like a few episodes and then turn it off. And every single time, like, I don't have to follow the story. It's just goofy shit. Just goofy shit, jokes that stick out that I find funny. But I highly recommend checking it out. I think here's the thing, though.
I'll give it another try.
Here's the thing, though. Sometimes I recommend things that some people say, I don't know. Here's the deal. For some, here's my disclaimer for this. For some people, you may need substance in order to sit and enjoy the jokes. Some people are going to sit there and have expectations of what this is because you're sober in mind and you're like, well, if it isn't like Game of Thrones or if it isn't like Westworld, I just do No show is going to be like that, and they shouldn't be. It's a goofy show. It's about funny shit that happens. Is the show about nothing? Yes, but it has messages in it all the time that you can pull from. Can you watch this without a sober mind? Yes. As a matter of fact,
But we judge you.
for most of you,
We
may
judge you
enjoy
very
it more.
harshly.
Yeah.
And we judge you.
You may need to sip something to watch this. You may need to roll something up and smoke it to watch this.
Yeah.
You may be somebody who just understands humor and don't need that stuff. You can just sit back and just enjoy it for what it is.
And we judge you too.
Either way it goes,
Substance.
it's substance. Check it out. And if you don't, let me know. Talk about it here on the show.
Yeah.
I dig it. I'd say probably out of 5 stars, I'll give it 3.5. Or 3. Solid 3. But I could enjoy it, whether sober or not.
You know what'll get us to 500 on Tuesday?
What?
We should work the whole show, whole Toxic Tuesday, off of the questions we get off of the comment section.
That's totally if they ask some really good questions. Though.
Yeah.
They gotta ask some questions. We
So-
can't have shy people just there.
Yeah.
You know,
Just counting.
like it's gotta be balls to the wall, question upon question upon question. You know, and real good stuff. Give us some juicy shit.
Yeah.
Like some shit that's gonna have us stumped. You know, have us say, "Well, let's Google it and find out."
Right.
I was interested in that open forum talk on Toxic Tuesday. But sometimes they scare me. That Red Wing thing, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Vonnie said, talking about Red Wings again.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Shit scared me, man. Like, what the fuck did y'all come up with this? Where did y'all find the time? Where's the resource? But you never know. You never know. People out there doing stuff, man.
Right in the thick of it.
I'm pretty sure there's got like a sex move out there called Steve Harvey.
Mm.
I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it.
You see him in his Balenciaga suit yesterday?
No.
Look dapper as fuck.
I've seen Steve wear some questionable shit.
That was very questionable. It was like a fucking, it looked like a nurse's outfit.
Well, first and
All
foremost,
white nurse's suit outfit that had said Balenciaga. It was fresh. I would wear it. He was at the boat dock, so it was very appropriate.
See,
Like he looked like he was about to walk onto a yacht.
Balenciaga, I'm not really impressed with their shit. Like,
No.
to me, it always seems like they're taking well-known pieces of shoes that we like to wear and gluing them together to make another shoe. And if I step in it, it's gonna fall. If I step in it too hard, it's gonna fall apart like Legos.
It's gonna be like the Van Damme Rob Schneider movie. With
Like, that's what I feel
knockoffs.
like I'm being overcharged.
Exploding shoes.
Yeah. Like I see Bugle Boy and Pro Kids and British Knights on this shoe. Well, yeah, it's all of them. It's like, okay.
It's
Can
an
it look
Adidas
better?
Nike.
Can it look better than this? I don't know. I can't see myself wearing something specifically for the price tag.
Yeah, never.
And that's what I feel like Balenciaga is.
Yeah.
Which is good for them, you know. And shout out to Steve Harvey, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he wear that and he can wear that and, you know, and all good and all that stuff. But me personally, I've not seen a pair of Balenciagas or anything from Balenciaga that I even enjoy or like or even want to put on.
A
And-
graphic tee, maybe. Man, I'm not paying $300 for it.
And there was a time I could have bought them fucking shoes, and I just like, this is what this fucking shoe is. I'm straight. Give me some Reeboks. Give me some Reeboks. I'm not old school with the style. It's just I like new styles that they're coming up with, but some of this shit looks like shit.
Yeah, I've literally seen better shoes on Wish. And those are fake as fuck.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, man. You know, you can sit there and be like, yo, how much it costs? Yeah, the ticket was like, who?
Right.
You know, the watch was high. The necklace, yow. The jacket,
Wowzers.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm not that type of person, man. I'm just not into the.
Like, if it's like that, I'd rather wear something more modest and drive something more fancier. Like if I had to, say you have to spend this money. Like say you spend 3 G's on a Balenciaga suit, a fit, shoes, pants, shirt, whatever, accessory, whatever, $3,000. I'd rather spend 150 on brand new pair of jeans, brand new pair of shoes. Okay, a little bit more, maybe like 300-400 on nice pair of shoes, nice pair of brand new socks, drawers, all that fit, and spend the other 25 on a nice Beamer, a nice interior in my Beamer, or a property. I'd rather spend that other $2,000 paying a monthly property for somewhere I can go and spend some time and really enjoy instead of fucking wearing it in a fucking suit or an outfit.
And see, my thing is like,
Like even if you got it or
like I'm all for paying for the quality of what you wear, but I'm not gonna wear it just because it's got fine quality and it's got a hefty price tag and I think it's hideous. If I think it's hideous on me, I'm not wearing. I'm not buying. Like it could look cute to somebody else. It's good for you. If I don't like the way it looks on me, if I don't like the way I feel in it, I'm not wearing it. Like I like the fact that, when Shaq tells a story about when he was, coming up in the league and shit, and he was, getting his shoe endorsement deals and everything, and he went to the store to buy, some shoes, and this one lady, she's like, you're Shaquille O'Neal, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm Shaquille, yeah, I'm Shaquille. And I see you here with your grandson, you know how Shaquille talk. And she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. He's like, what I do? I don't know, what I do? And she's like, you should be ashamed of yourself being as tall as you are, being as big as you are, being the superstar that you are, and making shoes that cost this much. Knowing how hard it is for someone like you to find shoes. And it hit him. He's like, damn, I got to go through so much just to get shoes made for me and pay out of pocket for that. And here I am, I'm making shoes. I got a Reebok deal, I'm making shoes. I'm selling these shoes like crazy, but people can't afford them shoes like that. I want to be that guy. So he made his own. He went and made his own shoes. And we laughed. We used to laugh. We'd be like, dog, the shoes up in fucking Walmart. Yo, Shaq shoe having ass, cradle. Your shoes look like you taking a dump on the toilet and then you dunk on it. Ugh, nigga, look at this shit. That shoe was number one for a long time. Number one sold. The numbers won't show that because, of course, it's a discounted shoe. But he made more money making those shoes at a price that was affordable for people because he was able to get mass retail distribution as opposed to all the other places where their shoes couldn't be sold.
To all them Kmarts.
All those Targets.
You can get them motherfucker.
All those Walmarts. All those Dick's Sporting Goods and the fucking DSWs. Everywhere. You go there, you can't see no Jordans. None. Now you can. But back then, nope. He was smart for that. And it was that same logic that when he said that, I thought of that and I took that with me and I said, damn, I got this clothing thing backwards. Why am I spending excessive amounts of money on clothes with this 6-7 digit price tag? And I don't even like the way it feels. I don't even like the way it looks.
7-digit price tag? That's expensive. That's $1 million fucking.
You ain't ever seen Italian suits? Man, let me tell you something. When you go to a tailor and get custom-made suits, some of them shits, they got to measure fabric for fabric, sheet for sheet. Like when I'm talking about when you're standing there with the pins and needles in, it's holding it in place. And you got to stand there. Suit gonna look great. No one else will be able to wear that suit ever. But you love the way you feel in it. You love the way you look in it. because it's the experience for you. This is a suit made just for you. And when it's finished, and you looking in that hall of mirrors, you like, God damn. Nothing's too tight. Nothing is too baggy. God damn, I look like I belong in this shit. These hoes need me. Woo! Wait till I walk up out of here. And then you walk out that bitch, and then you realize, Tobey Maguire was right. Shake this goddamn thing out of this motherfucker. You done told the fucking tailor, keep my drawers. I don't need them today. Free balling. You see the suit? I'm telling you. It's different. Hit different. Feels different. Looks different. But now if I'm going around here with a goddamn Jesus robe that says Yeezy across the back, and I look like a goddamn a muffler cleaner or some shit from Dubai, and I'm just sitting out there like I laid in the road with a hole in my shirt, and I paid fucking damn near $3,000 for this. I paid $3,000 for an unfinished sweater. This bitch got teeth marks in it. And I'm sitting there talking about some, yeah, you see the price tag. I'm out here, hoes. Nah. Hell nah. I'm not telling people you should go out there and buy cheap shit. I'm just saying, pay your way. Pay your weight. Live in your means. I'm not chasing these fucking price tags. I'm not chasing these fucking stars out here in leather shorts and galoshes and fur coats talking about I'm about to perform at the VMAs. You niggas look like y'all about to go basketball in the flood.
Bro, you about to go to fucking Red Lobster.
Like,
We about to go take out the layaway at Burlington Coat Factory.
you motherfuckers look like y'all about to skip stones in Hurricane Katrina. Just stand out there.
I was raised in the darkness.
To you, it's blinding.
I was raised by the wolves.
Y'all look like y'all finna go in the kiddie pool at Post Malone house and just do shrooms.
Right.
Shrooms and opiates. And whatever happens, happens. And he calls it a grotto. Look at 2-inch pool. 2-inch pool, ankle deep. And gun out there in galoshes with a Fendi bag around his waist and a fanny pack that says Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
Not Vuitton. Vuitton.
Vuitton.
I fucking hate it. I hate that. I hate that image. I hate the fact that, that's perpetuated on people of color, too. Like, we're expected to just walk around with just everything, all that shit. In all honesty, the flashiest I ever want to be is adorn my body or my house with copper and gold. That's it. The things that I am taught that are used as healing, but also balancing instruments of spirituality and also of the ambience. I would like to drink out of copper cups, that type of stuff. Having those type of things around feels different. It may not mean much to everyone, but for those that know, they know. But that's as flashy as I'm going to get. When I look at the fucking ring, that dude is, pawning off for $45,000, I know he spent more than that to get it. Or at least I know he told her he spent more than that to get it. But the fact now is that ring is up for $45,000. Now let me ask somebody this. Is it trifling to now buy that ring and propose to somebody with that ring?
I think if anything, it would be more bad juju. Ghosts of Christmas Past.
Yeah, that's why I say, is it trifling?
I would have to take those diamonds out, and you can't melt them because they're not diamonds, they're a gem.
Yeah, but
you either repurpose them.
Or
I would get to go into my little bag of diamonds and toss them in there and give it
a good bingo shake.
if if by fate of the universe they end up together again in a different set of jewelry, then
One
it's
ring
fate.
One ring to bind them all.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
If Jennifer Hudson shows up 20 years later, like, I want my ring of power. Well, you're going to have to sang me for a bitch. That's what I'm going to say. Sang me for a bitch.
Like, no, I think that should be the fate. Unless you're somebody that's don't have the resources and you're up and but you're in love and you happen to go to a pawn shop and have to buy it. Well, then I guess in that way, if it's true love, it can break the curse.
Some people won't.
If not,
know. Some people wouldn't know. They would never know.
If it's at the pawn shop, they know.
But they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know where the ring came from, though. That's why they wouldn't know that it was tied to, Jennifer Hudson and her trash ass relationship. Yeah. They wouldn't know unless they're a fucking fan and they happen to look down like, damn, I would sure love that ring. And then the nigga walk in with the ring.
That J Hud's ring.
You son of a bitch. How dare you bring this in here?
Yeah.
Let me see if it fit.
Cadillac Records.
Cadillac Records. I don't know. I think to me, that just feels trifling. Like, don't bring that. Like, if it's well known and you know that this comes from a failed engagement, I wouldn't even touch it. Like, in all honesty, I get him putting it up for auction because, so people buy celebrity shit all the time. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying for someone out there that does buy it and then say, yeah, $45,000 for a ring that was on Jennifer Hudson's hand, I'm going to give it to my bae and be like, girl, that was Jennifer's ring. You know what I'm saying? She wore that on the fucking Dreamgirls or some goofy shit like that or whatever. Is it trifling to give another man's engagement ring to another woman? Especially one that has a 9-year drought attached to it. Whoo!
I think so.
I think that's trifling. That's just me. That's trifling. Personally.
If it's the same guy giving it to just somebody else?
That's not even trifling. That's just you fuckboy alumni. You're the Hall of Fame of fuckboys. You do some shit like that. Right. But now if you just another person and you just, you know what I'm saying, you know this and you like, then obviously you took the fuckboy test. You trying to get extra credit. You trying to get the fucking fast pass to the pros, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Not knowingly.
Not knowingly. So you would give it, but then you'd be like, I had no idea.
Yeah, well, if you like go to like a jewelry store and it happens to be there, because the jewelry store bought it, then it's new to you. You don't know the backstory.
True.
And they don't necessarily have to give you any backstory. It's just a ring in inventory.
But see, this ring is given a backstory. Yeah. Like, they're making sure pictures
People
of
know.
this ring show. Like, Jennifer Hudson is going to let everybody know what this ring looks like. She's from the Chi. If you see this ring out, call Paul Walsh. The guy I'm sitting on the fucking police desk. Any second now, the ring's going to turn up, guys. Keep typing. Keep handing me papers. And then fucking sit there and watch to see if that fucking ring turns up. Now, let me put it like this. Is it trifling for the woman who, obviously, she took the ring, he took the ring back. Mm-hmm. Would it be trifling of her to have someone buy the ring and then she just gets it? Just to get it for her. That way she just has it. Because some people are petty like that. They'll be like, oh, you gonna take the ring? Really, you gonna take my goddamn ring? I'm supposed to keep that shit. And they'll go through ways to make sure they keep that fucking ring. Some people, I'm not saying Jennifer Hudson is like that, but I'm saying that I've seen people do that where they have like, okay, the engagement didn't happen, and they'll be like, okay, can I have my ring back? No. And they'll go to court over that shit. I seen a guy actually go to court because the ring that he gave his fiance at the time was actually a family heirloom. Mm-hmm. It belonged to his grandmother, his great grandmother, his great great grandmother, and he gave it to her to, in way of proposing. The engagement didn't happen. She ended up, being found out for cheating and all this other stuff. She was playing him. So when he wanted the ring back, she wouldn't get a ring back.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I shouldn't have to. It's 9/10 of the law. I shouldn't have to give back the ring. He gave it to me. It was a gift. And come to find out, she had done this before, where she would get engaged with guys and keep the ring.
To get the heirloom?
Yeah, to get
That's fucked up.
It wasn't even. It doesn't have to always be an heirloom, but she'll get the ring because they'll buy an expensive ring, and then she'll keep it. And what she does, she keeps it so that if she needs to pawn it for money, she can do that. So she was holding on to the ring, and she refused to give it back. And he went to court, and the judge took it from her, made her give it back, because the judge found out that she had a history of doing this. Using that wiggle room in the law, and actually in certain states in America, that is law. If you give someone a ring as an engagement and it calls off, you don't have to give it back. I think that's in L.A.
It would be L.A. Fucking L.A. Don't nothing make sense in L.A.
You got to blame Jerry Buss for that shit, man. Jerry Buss was like, hey, Magic, don't you get that ring back. Cookie, don't you get that fucking ring back. You keep Magic ass right here. You keep his ass right here. A championship's to win, goddammit. But no, I think Los Angeles is has that as a law where you don't have to give the ring back. See, Los Angeles or Florida?
Either one.
California or Florida.
Goofy ass states.
But yeah, if you get married or if you get engaged and you give someone the ring, you don't have to give it back. And it's very fine. It's a very fine law. So you may want to double check on that if you do live in a state that's like that. But you got to be careful. Some people will do that. But is I consider that trifling. I want to know what you guys think.
I do.
You know? Because me personally, I'm just like, in the middle of an engagement, if it's an heirloom, yes, give it back. Because somebody in my family could use that, if I'm not. If it's a ring that I bought, and you don't want to marry me, give it back, I'm just going to sell it anyway and break the money down. You know, if there's been investments made in our future where we've, you sold a place, I sold a place, and we, moved in together and all this other stuff, and now we're decided we're not going to do it, then of course, sell and split, and, you take your half, I take mine, and we just start over. I'm mature enough to do that too, under those circumstances. But I'm not going to fight over no goddamn ring.
No.
And I'm not going to allow anybody to just take something that I give them out of the kindness of my heart, especially if it's attached to my family. You don't take my shit hostage. I'm a Bruce Willis your shit.
Your dad.
Man, I just don't. I hate when I hear shit like that because it always gets ugly. And from the looks of it, especially between those two, it was ugly from the beginning. So it's just like,
I don't know why I keep getting the Fantasia song in my head.
I feel like there's still some toxicity left in me to say this. But I remember when Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson were both on American Idol together, and they were competing. And for us as Americans, we were all debating over which one was going to win between Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia. Because, let's be real. They were the two standouts of that whole year that they were on there. It was just them two. But I personally was Team Fantasia. Even though I loved the way Jennifer Hudson sounded, I was Team Fantasia, and I was purely Team Fantasia because that's what my dick wanted to win. I understand that may come off very, very bogus to a lot of people, and it may hinder me from ever meeting Fantasia ever again. But I am 39, and I feel I have a right to be honest. My dick wanted Fantasia to win that year at a fucking American Idol, and she did. And we were both pleased. The country wept, as did me and mine. Okay? Now, of course, you know, you look at them now, both have respected careers. Some, you know, have gone on and did amazing things. Others have, you know, done amazing things as well. And, you know, they both had their dramas. They both had their, you know, achievements and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm a fan of both, always. Today, my dick wants both of them to win. So, you know, that just goes and shows the level of evolution and maturity that happens, you know. That me and my dick want both of them to win in 2022. So I hope, we hope, that they find happiness, truly, in their personal lives, professional lives, and, you know, just within themselves. Yeah. You know? It's really cool. And I like them. I like them both. You know, really talented. And they've really shown what you can do when you have talent, you have faith in yourself, and you have, you know, a great family of support system people behind you to really represent your nation like they have. Because, I mean, to be honest, how many other American Idols have gone and even reached those heights? Like
Kelly Clarkson has a new show with Snoop Dogg.
She needs it.
Yeah.
She needs it.
She's doing good.
She is doing good. And I like her too. Trust me. My dick wanted her to win too. Yeah. But, you know, I think that in this stage of her career, she needs it. I think Snoop is the end all be all rehabilitation for every celebrity.
Right.
Like if you're somebody who's a celebrity and you were a celebrity and you're kind of going from A to B and then you find yourself in C, call Snoop Dogg.
The new Fear Factor.
Have him roll up real
Snoop
quick.
Dogg and Demi Lovato.
I'm telling you, bro. The
new ridiculousness.
No.
The new ridiculousness.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Demi don't. It's a gateway. You'll never come back.
The aliens.
You know what's fucked up? I'm going to say this last toxic thing, and this is not on me. This is a friend of mine. There was a dude I knew that was like, man, Demi's so fine, I sucked the heroin out of that ass. Don't do it, Demi. Don't. It's a gateway, girl. Don't do it. If you go, I'm not saying Snoop gonna do that to you, but I'm saying, no. Once you had one of those rolled up, it's downhill from there. It's downhill from there.
For shizzle dizzle.
Especially with the shit you been dealing with, girl. You two out there. You too strong. Him and Miley Cyrus, don't fuck with none of them. Neither one of them. It's terrible. It's terrible what it do to your ass. It's terrible. It's terrible what that narcotic do. All right.
God bless her.
Let's get into a first selection of Friday moments. Now here is this is special to me because to understand what Friday means to people like us, you have to be from where we are. You have to be in these seats. You have to be in this city, in these wet streets with the fucking...
In these streets.
You know, the messy, musty barley smell and the smell of the lake and the smell of fucking Bucks fans that slept outside and from shitting themselves because they got a ring. Then you got fucking Pakistani food and Mexican food and American food and soul food and I think a pizza joint run by heroin addicts. They all, merging together and all these smells and everything. And you got to understand what that does to Milwaukee people and why Friday is what it is. And I feel like, the best, I can't describe it. Gio could tell you, but it wouldn't do you any justice. So I feel like we got to immerse these people in what it feels like being emerged with Milwaukee folks in your ear, just chatting away, just doing shit, and you're just sitting there saying to yourself, but why though?
Right. Why?
Tell us why.
Tell us why.
Well, let's give them that. Gio, if you would give them files 2, let's do 2 through. Yeah, let's do 2 through 9. Yeah, 2 through 9.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Niggas gonna start sleeping on me one way.
Come here.
Bitch. What?
Little ass
G,
nigga.
what? Bitch ass niggas, it's just cheap ass nah. Oh yeah, shake back, bitch.
That shit went up.
Bitch ass nigga, and the G I tagged that dumb ass nigga.
Baby ass.
That little ass shit, nigga, I'm finna line you up on the
G,
G.
what?
Bitch ass nigga, G, I'm lining you up.
On the G, I'm shit.
But you lying, but slow down, but you know you done ride ATVs, you done ride ATVs on the G. Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Come on, bro. Shit.
Let me get it back of Russia Cream, bro. Russia Cream Woods, bro.
Give me
wow, bro. The G my smack, bro. G,
Oh yeah,
on the
baby.
G, I'm
Eat
finna
that,
be-
bitch.
on the G, he just kicked me. On my mama, he just kicked me. He kicked me.
On the G, I'm
G
shit.
butter, Mercury learn how to ride ATV.
Good,
Butter.
twisting this butter.
Oh my God, butter.
Daddy,
You shaky got
yeah.
sheet butter on my mama, nigga.
Slow this butter.
Nah, butter. I got this sheet butter. I got wheel butter on the G. Fuck the boys on the G. On the my mama, cuz.
Bro, get
On
back
the
in
G,
your
cut them
car,
lights down,
I
nigga.
ain't gonna
I'm
lie,
slapping
get
nigga on
the
the
fuck away
G,
from my
nigga. You
window,
ain't bringing
my
shit
nigga.
home.
I
G, nigga,
get-
you ain't bringing shit home, nigga. You ain't slapping shit, nigga, on the G, nigga. You ain't bringing shit home, nigga. Cut them lights
the
off,
fuck away from my
nigga. You
window,
see I
bro,
ain't
before
tinted,
I
my
pop
nigga.
you on the G,
I'm
get away
fish
from
bro.
my
You got them
window.
lights on the G.
Bro, I
I'll
ain't-
bust you down, nigga. You lucky we out cop, nigga, on the G, nigga. Get your ass gone, nigga, on my mama, nigga. On the age, nigga. I'll pop y'all, big shot. G butter on my G butter. I'm not leaving the store on the G, nigga. On my mama, I ain't leaving the store, my nigga. Fuck brown, my nigga, on the G. Put the broom down. On the G, you hit me with that broom, my nigga. On my mama, nigga. Fuck brown, nigga. Fuck brown, nigga. That nigga Night Diaz a bitch on the G. He a bitch. On the G ain't on shit, nigga. Meet me outside. On the G, bro. Look at
Hey,
this, bro.
folks,
What the
I ain't gonna
fuck?
lie, you
What
can't
is
be
that,
doing
bro?
that
Is that a
recording over here,
Spider-Man
my
monkey,
nigga.
bro?
Give me that
That's
fucking
Venom on
file,
the
my
G.
nigga.
No, I don't think so. Everyone is fine.
We had a Tesla rally last night, and it got a little crazy.
Everyone is talking about this video that Alex Choi uploaded this weekend of a Tesla flying down one of the steepest roads in Los Angeles, and one former Vlog Squad member, Dirty Dom, is taking credit.
I just crashed my new Tesla. Oh my god!
LAPD tweeted that they've been bombarded with tips and 90% of them are Dirty Dom. However, there's a twist. Now remember Alex Choi, the one who uploaded the YouTube video? He says Dom wasn't even there.
You might know me as the owner of the blue Subaru that the Tesla jumped into last night.
Now, along with the crash, 2 cars were hit, one of them being Jordan Hook here. His Subaru is now undrivable and he hopes to raise $20,000 for damages. The LAPD has posted a $1,000 reward for anyone with any information on who this driver was because currently there is none. So, do we think it was Dirty Dom or was he just clout chasing?
I think it was Nasty Nate, Dirty Dom, and Nate Rape Ned, and Donkey Dong Doug, and all them motherfuckers that was with the Kavanaugh clique. You know, the Crazy Kavanaugh clan, or KKK as they like to be called. Out there running Teslas all night.
One charge at a time.
You should have seen them with their old pointy hats and shit. They're just riding all night long.
I can't see out these damn holes.
I can't see shit.
I can't see shit.
Look it up, Google it. Crazy Kavanaugh clique, KKK.
The KKK.
It's a fraternity. Got a whole frat house out in Boston. It's awesome when you think about it.
Over where Skinny Marinka Dinka Dink. And where Skinny Marinka Doo.
It's just outside of Chappaquiddick. Check it out sometime. No, this, you know, crashing Teslas. Here we are in a state of emergency where gas is going up, the prices are fluctuating. So we're obviously making this push towards going electric and being more energy sufficient. And one way we prove that and show that we're ready to tackle that is by grabbing our electric cars, going to these ridiculous hills and crashing them repeatedly on purpose and filming it for some odd fucking reason. I know we do this with other cars, and I know it's you know, sometimes it's, you know, something to do, boredom, ketamine, you know, all these different reasons why we do what we do when we do it and when we choose to do it. This, however, is not one of those times. I have no fucking clue what the hell the purpose or motivation was for this. It didn't even seem like they were racing. They were just literally trying to nosedive and swan this fucking car into a cul-de-sac.
Get that motherfucker. Film.
Like, were y'all trying to park upside down? Was this like a way of like... Was this a version of Flip Cup, except this was like Flip the Tesla? Y'all were trying to like stand it up on his back, and whoever like did that didn't have to pay taxes?
If that's the case, come take the Tahoe.
Right.
Let me keep the Tesla. You go do that shit with the Tahoe. Flip it 16 times.
You know, like, if that's the case, man, why didn't y'all turn the wheel when y'all at least hit the hill? Then you could have rotated that son bitch and did like a whole fucking figure skate move. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Like, at least, like, if you're gonna fucking do all that just to do that, and especially with a Tesla, like, I guarantee you wouldn't have did that with a Honda Civic. Not from the looks of those hills, y'all guys would have never did that with a Honda Civic. Never. All that shit you pay for the body kit, no, y'all crashed that Tesla just as it was. Just as it was. Which leads me to really believe that this next generation is in fucking dire straits. Because they have no sense of, oh, we'll probably need that later.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, oh, that should have come. That's you can get those anywhere.
The excess, man. The ability to have excess.
Wow,
That's
man.
crazy.
They treat Teslas the way we treated pencils back in school.
Right. Mechanical pencils at that.
Remember that shit? You used to pop wood-ass pencils and shit? Now you do that shit, and the environmentalists in your fucking grades class will sit there and jump to their knees. No! Think of the Dominican Republic! Those are non-conflict pencils. That was a non-conflict rubber band that you just broke, you son of a bitch. One of those pencils could save 5 villages in Peru, you asshole. Fuck your dog. Fuck your life. Like that's what you have to deal with now. That's what you have to deal with. And I don't know. I would say it's scary, but I'm not really terrified of it. I'm more fearful for them, you know? Because now I'm looking at it like, shit, I would love a Tesla right now. I would fucking love a Tesla. The idea of not having to drive myself, but yet I can sit there.
That doesn't work like that. You really don't know what a
Not
Tesla
yet.
is.
Not yet.
That works in California.
Not yet.
In these motherfucking Milwaukee streets, you're going to end up in the fucking canal somewhere.
Well, see, here's the thing.
You're going to
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I had a Tesla, I would no longer need to be here. When you think about it, if you have a Tesla, would you really drive it here in Milwaukee? Knowing our potholes, knowing what our shit does when you actually control the bitch? If I have a Tesla, trust me, I wouldn't drive it here. That would be the least. That would be the last place I would drive it is here. And even here, I know I'm on my way to a last boss battle because there's no fucking way I'm just going to be comfortable. La-da-da-da. Ooh, let me get this Tesla. Let me drive down Sherman. No. No fucking way. Not even. I don't even walk down Sherman, let alone drive. And you know if you got a Tesla, that's the best place you can take it because there ain't no potholes, but there's plenty of other shit to get hit or get hit by.
Or get followed by.
As
soon as you
run into.
Right.
See, the potholes are the last thing you worry about in Sherman. But you still worry about it. No, this would not be the place for a Tesla.
Yeah, Vonnie. I did say, Duhamel has my chain. Amber said, who the fuck we got beat up? We're coming for you, Duhamel.
They are, man.
We're coming for you.
They're coming for that chain. I actually did get some pictures of the necklace, too.
Did you? That's so funny.
That's so funny. I was cracking up when I saw this word. I was like, wow, he took pictures. But that's cool. Nah, man, like I would love to drive that car. And I've been places where that car would be exceptional to have. Like when I would drive in Arizona, in most counties you got to go on the interstate, the car is perfect for it. All those multiple lanes and everything for when you're going from county to county, perfect.
I don't know. I don't think for me it wouldn't be a Tesla. If it was an electrical car, I would definitely either go between the pickup, the F-150 Lightning, the new pickup from Ford, that's 100% electrical, or the BMW SUV that's electrical. It would be between those two. Teslas look like a fucking eraser board eraser. They have like nothing that really stands out to me.
Well,
it's like when electrical cars first came out and the Prius was like the status. You know, like if you had a Prius, you were very environmentalist. I think Tesla is the second coming of that.
And see, I think that Tesla is like that, but also more of a cross between the economy and luxury. BMWs are like that too, but the thing about BMWs that always strikes me, just gives me weird vibes, is like even the newer the car, the newer the BMW, the more and more I feel like degrees of separation from like somebody that was trafficked in that car. I just always get that vibe of it smells new but too new. This car is clean but too fucking clean. What the fuck did they do in this car? Like I had a stepdad who loved BMWs. Loved it. He loved Mercedes-Benzes. He loved BMWs. He loved Jeep Grand Cherokees. Loved these cars. And he always bought them in white and black. And growing up in these vehicles, you know, when you ride with them from time to time, you know, being in them, sitting in them, I get a feeling nostalgia. Like I could sit in the BMW, I could sit in the back of Mercedes, I could sit in the back or front of a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and something about it makes me reflect. It just takes me back to another time. With Benzes and BMWs, I always had that eeriness. Even when they pop the trunk, I've always just kind of like stand to the side, like there's gonna be a naked Asian man that's gonna pop out of here at any moment. They're like, where's my horse? Like, there's something about it. It's just something about it. They always look great. Don't get me wrong, because BMWs make some very nice sports utility vehicles. They really do. Those SUVs are amazing. Amazing bells and whistles. They always look great. But for me personally, it just gets a bad vibe. I was lucky enough to sit in a Tesla once, just to see how it feels. It kind of reminded me of sitting in like a Lincoln MKV, but it was more unique because it was, different functions, different functionality, different
dash set out and all that. Bells and whistles.
It kind of made me feel like they were going for a whole spaceship kind of look. Like they wanted their dash to be more of a control center, like than anything else, which is ambitious. But I just feel I don't know. I get the vibe of, okay, you're trying to go to the future. I'll meet you halfway.
Yeah,
it's like a car of imagination, and that's the thing that I kind of got, or the vibe I kind of got from sitting in one. So I was just like, I could see myself, giving it a shot. Because I've never had a Tesla and just, made it like a everyday thing, getting in, getting out. But I would try it.
Yeah.
I would definitely try it just to see how much different it is. Because honestly, it gives me Lincoln vibes. Like I said, Lincoln MKV vibes, which I always was a huge fan of that car. I loved Lincolns. Still do. But I think that alone is what ties me to it. Yeah. I would give it a shot. But I damn sure wouldn't do no shit like this.
No.
I would definitely not do anything like that. I just, and we have the streets to do it.
Yeah. We used to do shit like that with an Astro van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not safe. No seats.
Not at all. No seats
No
whatsoever.
seats. Just wherever you land, that's
Just
where you
youth
sat.
and ambition. Youth and ambition.
And balls on our sleeves.
Balls on our sleeves. Yes.
A lot of crazy shit happened in sports too. This was an amazing time for sports. It was wasn't even an amazing time. I would say it's more of a tumultuous time for sports. And a lot of people, looked at some things that happened over this week that, of course, led to some tension during a public game. Some shit that happened, during a school football game that has people talking. And then even on ESPN, they even did the pleasure of celebrating Peyton Manning, who has made the transition from retired NFL quarterback and legend to being more of an on-air personality, and just celebrating how charismatic and how much of a joy it's been watching this guy in front of the camera as it has been watching him on the field. And I think it's dope. I really do. I think it's dope to give flowers when it's due. So if you would do us the favor of playing some of these tumultuous moments, let's do 10 through 12.
Here we go.
Take a look.
I'm doing the
I
interview
couldn't
here.
believe that. No, I got a few things to get off
This is
my
not
chest.
called Tom's Places.
We had warm Gatorade or something in your locker room, and everyone got mad. And
you know.
we bugged the locker room or something.
I had to talk to my coaches in the shower. I feel like a DB.
Yeah, let's start with a third person. Like Peyton got it.
Peyton's got it.
Yeah, and now walk it. Now walk it like you're talking. You know, lean a little bit. Give me that swag. See, we getting close to grass. When we get close to grass, everybody's watching. When we hit that stadium, we want them to know we're here. We arrived. Yeah, don't shake your head like that. Just keep it still. Just keep it still.
Packers suck. Kurt, do you have a favorite football team growing up?
It's a little embarrassing, but I started to watch this guy, Tom Brady.
All right, that'll do it. Cut it short.
Yo, Peyton Manning is a treasure. Regardless of anybody says, you may have hated him in Indiana, you may have hated him in Denver, don't matter. Peyton Manning is a national fucking treasure. He is. He's a national sports fucking treasure. Not so much Eli, but Peyton definitely. Peyton is a national fucking treasure. Eli's a treasure, but more like on the Special Olympics side.
Here you guys!
More of the, that. I'm just putting this out there, and I'm not starting rumors, and you haven't heard this from me, but apparently it was just announced that Johnny Knoxville, of course, of Jackass fame, did a film a while back called The Ringer, which was based on the true story of Eli Manning and his role getting noticed into the NFL. If you're not sure what The Ringer is, it's where a man pretends to be a special needs student to become an athlete. Eli Manning's story. I'm telling you, it's just how that's how it went down. I'm just saying. Don't quote me. Ask Google.
And then I ran.
Yep. Now, if you're not sure what you saw in the first clip, that was, of course, the Miami Heat game where Jimmy Butler, a Wisconsin native, was getting into it with Eric Spoelstra, head coach of the Heat. Udonis Haslem, who is a lifetime Heat, first-time subscriber to the Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg cookbook, he was actually very upset with the way Jimmy Butler was speaking to his head coach, a.k.a. his longtime
roommate, spiritual
advisor and roommate. Pretty much his business share partner for all Miami Heat stocks and bonds. He was not having it. He was not having the back talk. He was not having the challenge. He was not having the disrespect. And he was determined to silence it. And in the heat of that argument, he let Jimmy Butler know, hey, I'll beat your ass. While you're doing all this talking and the game is going on, I want you to know, I may have this warm-up suit on. I may be 45 years old. They may have to call me from my part-time job to come down and suit up with you motherfuckers every now and then, but I'll beat your ass. That's why I'm here, because I'll beat your ass. I am the only one left from the big three. Hell, I'm the only one left from the big two.
2003.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
From the 99 and the 2000.
I'm the only fucking one here that actually gets permission to drive the tour bus and fly the team jet. I will beat your ass. I cook for this motherfuckers. I'll beat your ass. When y'all play road games and y'all stay at my house, come in. I'll beat your ass. So Udonis Haslem is not, he's pretty much the Miami thug of all thugs. And he is shit. He's a fucking icon to that team. He plays for no other team. No other team hires him. His contract has been up for years. No one hires him. Miami is the only team he'll suit up for and play, and he doesn't even have to.
He volunteers.
He doesn't have to score a point. He don't have to score a rebound. He ain't even got to call a timeout. He is strictly there to make sure nobody fucks with the team and no one fucks with the coach or the organization. He is literally a paid enforcer on the team. And he goes nowhere. You can't trade for him. Pat Riley has made him a no-clause. You can't touch him.
Gave him a franchise tag, even though they don't.
You don't even use him. You can't touch him. You can sign Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract. You go to Udonis Haslem, he'll slap the shit out you and put on a Miami jersey and then Stone Cold stun you. And then accuse you of calling Pat Riley the F word as he beat your ass. There are some people that you just don't cross. And I'm not saying that Jimmy Butler ain't right to challenge anybody. Jimmy Butler's a bad motherfucker. I'm never going to knock him for that. I like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy is cool. He's a competitor. And sometimes he's very, very passionate and he gets carried away. However, he's a tough son of a bitch. And I'll never tell him to back down from a challenge. Unless it's against Udonis Haslem. He has nothing to fucking lose. Nothing. You can't take a career from someone who has no career to give. He is a 3-time champion. He don't have to retire. He literally has a red phone that has a little dial button that's shaped like a flame, and when it glows up, he does the fucking Michael Keaton, and he unbuttons his fucking starter jacket, and the jersey's already on. He snatches off his regular clothes and the warm-up suit is underneath. That motherfucker dribble a basketball and run to the stadium. Why? Because he's next door. He has next door. This is the only motherfucker that could probably run for mayor and still play a full season today. And win. He'd win. There are several things when you go to Miami, you'll never miss it. The bridge that connects South Beach to Little Haiti. Khaled throwing pistachios out the fucking sunroof of a Maybach. Trick Daddy with an ass attached to his face.
Like
and
a
you
motherfucking alien.
Right. And then Udonis Haslem. You can't miss it. You can't. Like, when you have someone that's on the team just to be there, he not going to play a minute. He ain't even there to drink the Gatorade. Hell, that motherfucker showed up with food. My cousin catered, y'all. He done brought his sweetie pies.
Oh, my Gold Rush.
You know what I'm saying? They going to his cigar lounge after this shit. Like, Udonis Haslem is hosting a special after party here at the stadium. Courtesy is Udonis Haslem night.
He's validating parking.
You got his own gift shop store. This motherfucker's gonna have
Haslem mania.
He's gonna have a whole gift shop of Haslem memorabilia. Remember, this was the time he choked out Matt Fox. Oh man. Remember he threw the basketball at Matt Burns, called him a bitch ass nigga? Look, they got it in quotes. They got to quote it. Oh, this is the time he fucking flipped off Kobe. Yeah, man. Two legends.
Right.
Two legends, man.
Too soon.
They don't make him like that no more. Nah. Udonis Haslem is a professional thug. Pat Riley hired a professional thug for shit like this. He was waiting. And I just go to show you, he didn't even snap on LeBron. Ever. Until they had that beef. Him and Mario Chalmers did that thing. They got between them like, hey, y'all, both of y'all shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now. Shut your ass. Shut your bitch ass.
I sleep underneath the bleachers.
These niggas the Candyman of the Miami. You say Udonis Haslem team 3 times in the mirror, that nigga show up with 3 fouls. 3 fouls, he warmed up, nigga. Yeah, motherfucker. Second quarter, I'm on.
Who's getting bridged?
Ooh. It's a one-man army. One-man fucking foul army. Yo, I respect this man's game. I do. He's a fucking champion. He's a defensive player of the year. He's an all-team fucking defender. He's a fucking beast. He's a beast. But most importantly, he is every bit of embodiment of the Miami Heat. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to disrespect anyone associated with the Heat as long as him. Spolster is that dude. Pat Riley is that dude. Anyone from a championship team that he played on is gonna be that dude to him. All you young motherfuckers are just visitors. That's it. Y'all just visitors. That nigga shows you.
Motherfucking Phantom of the Opera.
Right. Like, he ain't even on contract. That motherfucker ain't even on 2K. You gotta unlock him. You gotta unlock him. And the only way you can do it, only way you can unlock him, you gotta beat Alonzo Mourning in a fist fight. In street ball. That's the crazy thing. You gotta get Alonzo Mourning to box your ass in street ball, and then you unlock Udonis Haslem for a season. It's fucking crazy, man. With status like that, I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't fuck with him. But Jimmy would. And now it makes me, especially now, it's important because the playoffs are coming. I like seeing shit like this. I like the fact that when I turn and look at the NBA, I see the Pelicans, who are without Zion Williamson. They're competitive as shit, dunking on fucking teams that's in the playoffs.
Doesn't he come out of college like this year, finally?
Well, he's been out of college. He's been injured.
Yeah.
He's been injured. And then he wanted to be traded, and he's out of shape. He's been injured. He's heavy set, and they're saying, yo, you don't look like you ready to get back out here. And he's been doing videos and shit on like, nigga, I still got my power. I just don't want to play for New Orleans. But he's injured. And it's looking like, New Orleans may have to do a deal because Zion Williamson is looking like he's going to leave after the season. And wherever he goes,
he's going to get injured.
If he don't lose that weight, he will be. But I can honestly say when he's in shape, like last season, he was a dominant force, man. He really was a good asset. They just had a few pieces they needed, point guard wise, backcourt wise, it would have made them better. And made, things going on. But this team that they got, oh man, they were young and hungry. And they were showing like we could do it without them. You got teams like Memphis, Ja Morant, who is destroying people's jawlines with the shit that he's doing on the court. This kid is going out and literally making highlight reels out of everybody. You got Steph Curry, who's injured for the rest of the season. And he was lighting it up. They finally had their team back together. Draymond, Clay, and Steph. And then 2 games later, Steph goes down for the rest of the season with a sprained foot. Boston is clicking and winning. Bucks, clicking, winning. Chicago, clicking, winning. Philly, clicking, winning. All these teams are gunning for a chance to say, the Bucks ain't the only motherfuckers that can surprise people. And now with the Lakers falling further and further out of the playoffs, further and further out of the playoff tournament, it's looking up in the air. And you already know where our battle lines are. When I look at the East Coast and I see Miami fighting like this, I love it. I love it. They're implosive within each other. You know why? Because they're above us. And it's hard. It's hard. When you're trying to go to the playoffs, when you're trying to go to the championships, when you're trying to build a championship team, and you want everyone to play with a sense of urgency because the big dogs are injured. The ones that's been dominating aren't dominating like that no more. Now it's any man's league. Who's next up? Kevin Durant, he's already showed what he could do. Kyrie showed what he could do. Trae Young is ready. Ja Morant is ready. Giannis proved he's ready. Joel Embiid wants to show he's ready. James Harden got him honey bun, so he's straight. This is a very interesting time to be a basketball fan, and it's exciting. We had a whole month where major superstars dropped 50 to 60 points in every game. Every fucking game. That's incredible. That was incredible. And we're still going through it. So I'm excited. I am. And I'm excited to see what these playoffs hold. I'm excited to see what we go up against, who we go up against, what we'll face, what challenges will be there. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I love seeing shit like that when it's like, new. Not the same old. Not Cleveland and Golden State every fucking year, or LeBron and whoever. Fuck, I got tired of that shit. I'm still tired of it, and especially when you know how the outcome is gonna be. 9 out of 3 times, like looks like you're gonna get 3 championships out of this guy in 3 different teams. It's cool, but that's sports. That's what sports does to you.
Sports ball.
It excites you. It stirs up the blood. It gets the competitive nature going, and it reminds you that even though everybody's got a shoe in the fight, you can't let the fight out of the dog, and that dog is you. They can be your colleagues and your peers, but they're still your competitors. And you have to use that in order to make yourself better. Not to snatch their hearts out and step on it and show them in public.
Crush them.
But you have to show yourself. Your expectations is what you got to crush. That's what you got to snatch the heart out of. That's what you got to impress the most is yourself. Can I rise to the occasion? Can I give enough of myself that make others stop and say, "Oh, yeah, I better step up. It's getting kind of crowded up here." That's what it does to me. I think that's one of the things that I can honestly say, even though I don't watch sports as much as I used to, that's one thing that I can say brings me back. Sometimes you got to go and you got to look at competitors compete. And for a long time, it just seemed so buddy-buddy with basketball. It was just like, man, everybody's just buddy-buddy. What's the point in watching it if this motherfucker can just go over there like, hey, you want to win a championship together? Okay, let's go. Whereas now, it's like NBA Jam, like, yeah, we got this. It's us against them. And I'm like, okay, I can fuck with that. Because we live in a league that's a 2-superstar team now. It used to be 1 superstar and a whole bunch of other players, but it's a 2-superstar league now. It's enough to go around. That's good. It's good for me. At least till football season starts.
Right.
And then we can see people really get the shit smacked out of them.
Yeah.
Like that one
There's so many variations of football this year. I'm excited. We have another, I think they're bringing back AFL?
Yep.
That's coming back. XFL's coming back. I believe they're coming back either this season or next season. But yeah.
So we're finally going to see that develop.
That's going to be dope.
Lingerie football is actually very interesting. I've seen clips of that, and I don't know where they air it at, but that is very interesting. They're smacking the shit out of each other too.
Yes, I'd like to see that.
And I think we got to give those ladies respect because that is not something I would recommend.
Full
However,
contact.
Shit,
even fucking flag football.
Yeah,
There'll be some
that's exciting too now.
Very gorgeous, not necessarily that looks are a necessity, but it's fucking awesome seeing some
athletic women actually
very
go out
athletic, beautiful,
and fucking kill it, man. Yeah. Like they're catching, they're fucking juking people, they're
throwing fucking spirals and hitting routes and
laying motherfuckers out. Like
call me what you want. I find that attractive.
Like look. At least he's admitting to fucking watching women compete. Some guys don't even fuck them hoes. They ain't real athletes. Nah, they're athletes.
Oh yeah,
and we respect them as such. We give them a chance.
Let me just leave it at that. Start going into fucking thunder thighs and
so you got
the anatomy of a softball player.
You see the butt cheeks. Some of these episodes. Oh God, I had us pegged to go on Oprah, and then you fucked it.
It's all good.
Now we're going on Howard Stern.
It is what it is, man. I'm not gonna apologize for who I am.
Nah. Why? Why should we? Hell, fuck it. Let's double down.
Right.
Let's give them a little quick one. Let's do 13 through 16, and we'll close it out with this. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you boys and girls that have watched, tuned in with us, and joined with us this week as we talked about Red Wanging and all this other goofy shit that happened, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for being a part of our family. We want to thank you for inviting us into your homes, into your palms, into your tablets, into your little laptop bags, and inviting us into your home, your domicile, your car, or wherever it is that you watched us. We want to thank you. We want to hope to see you again next week when we give out these here Balenci chains.
I don't have mine.
It's all good.
Because Dwamel took it.
And you may.
And you better help me take it back.
See? Everybody wants it. So, yo, thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to come back with us next week. Follow Balenci Jewelry on Instagram and IG. Follow Method Lab HHR on IG and Hidden Heart Radio as well. Follow us on social media platforms like IG, Twitter, Twitch,
HiddenHeartRadio.com,
Facebook, all of that. Follow all of us, every one of us, all the shows. Follow us. You can see us. You can connect with us. You can vibe with us, and you'll know all about the events and things that's going on and coming up, because we got some coming up and special promotional packages too. So tune in, listen in, catch us every day, and you'll find out what's going on. You'll always be in the loop.
Yes. Make sure you hit that number if you are in marketing needs. 414-502-7808. Again, 414-502-7808. Don't miss out on the March sale, because it's very, very quickly coming to an end. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for Fire in the Streets with OG Gotti. He'll be coming in here in a bit as we transition. Happy birthday. We'll give you one of those.
Tubin LLC, putting it down in Vegas. Shout them out, check them out. They get your trips planned and booked, and let you know how you can do big things in Vegas. Take over the town. Trust me, I did.
Yes. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. See y'all next week.
Money do not make you real. I'm tired of people going around flexing their pockets like that's what really matters. It don't. I know a lot of people with a lot of money, they're not taking care of their kids. They're not making sure their people straight. They're not moving their community forward. That's not real. You're not a boss until you can put somebody in position. You're not a boss till you can put somebody in position. If you got somebody that's getting money and they watching you struggle, it's not your friend. That's a roadblock to your blessings. That's a distraction to your action. You need to move around. Because they surely will take advantage of the fact that you got a good heart and you're in touch with your feelings. They don't love how you love. They don't care how you care. Do not hinder your achievements thinking that somebody going to show you the game when they ain't put you on already. You heard me? I'm just a messenger. He'll bless you too.
So I heard if you tell Alexa to buy something random, she gets you a random item from a random site. And I kind of want to see what I would get. So, Alexa, buy something random.
Okay, looking for products.
Bro, could you imagine like if she gave me a PS5 or if she got me like a brand new...
Successfully purchased realistic 13-inch curves black dildo with suction cups. Your order will be shipped in 1
Alexa, stop.
We need these people to wake up. Please wake up. You guys are dreaming right now. Wake up.
They come out of nowhere.
We're everywhere. Understand? I'm watching you, twins. We keep an eye on twins.
You guys are multiplying over here.
Are you wearing a wire? Talking to the government, man. I'm watching you, homie.
No, the
one on the right. The one on the left. grab that twin, I got this twin. Get over here. Get the over here, man. Get the over here.
Do you look to maximize your exposure on digital platforms? Are you a creative or business looking to increase your subscribers and client base? HiddenHeartRadio.com is the platform for you. Take advantage of our March Madness sale. Get 60 commercial ads for $200. Advertise your brand. For all your advertising needs from the pulse of the city, HiddenHeartRadio.com. For more information or to get involved, call 414-502-7808. That number again is 414-502-7808.
This is Hitting Hard Radio.